guys, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to our YouTube channel Obrolan Receh. Oke guys, hari ini aku cuma sendiri aja, not with my partner because she's still busy with some to do there. Okay, but it's okay. Today, I want to share about the ways to overcome a mental laziness. You know what? As we know, sometimes we always uh, lazy to think hard. Sometimes mental laziness is an exercising is a lesser potential of our mind. Instead of mentally tackling the issue you need to. And you may sometimes choose an easier path and then to not think too hard. Yeah, like if you had something problem, lazy for you to think hard. And you know what, uh in word full of answer about this problem, but you can divide it with the following, maybe some strategies. Let's we discuss about this. Okay. Okay. Your mental laziness, maybe the question that you have to answer. What causes a mental laziness? And then, how do I know that I am mentally lazy? Maybe the symptoms of this mental laziness, and then maybe intellectual laziness versus physical laziness. How do I stop being mentally lazy? Yeah. And then what is lazy brain, the lazy brain syndrome? Okay guys, so first, okay, there is a contemplate your vision. Yeah, mental laziness can be caused by a lack of a vision in your daily life. If you don't have a purpose you look forward to, it's easy to drift into a lazy thinking. But when you possess a vision and remember it every day, you can destroy a mental laziness whenever it creeps in. That's because having and working towards a vision requires a lot of thinking. You have to first figure out how to accomplish that long-term goal, and then your life every day. An overview of term effectiveness studies revealed that when people with aligned goals make up a team, their cognitive activity increases. This is because they possess a shared vision that drive them to active their minds. Therefore, if you don't have a vision, find one, and then ponder on the things you need to do every day to reach there. And then the second one is re-strategize your long-term goal. Yeah, yes, you might have a vision, but when things get tough and plans fall, it may be easier to ditch it altogether. However, this is a sign of mental laziness setting in, since you don't want to trouble your mind with an altered plan. You wish to succumb to a lesser potential, but some people believe that planning is essential to a creative thinking, which ensure cognitive flexibility and help subdue mental laziness. So choose to re-evaluate your goals and create new ways to executing them. Your mind will become active. And then the third one is a practice a healthier lifestyle. If you practice poor hygiene, eat junk, barely sleep, and live a sedentary life, change are your mind will be lazy. And even though scientists confirm there is a connection between physical and mental health, you can also easily that whenever you are watching too much TV while snacking, barely getting out of your pajamas, and don't think productively. Therefore, to defeat mental laziness with physical health, one, you can get sufficient sleep. Yeah. And then the National Sleep Foundation recommends 7 or 9 hours of sleep. And the second one, pick a balanced diet and minimize eating processed food. And then the third one, freshen up in timelines that work best for you, and pursue an active lifestyle, of course. And then don't forget to listen to your body as well. If you are feeling unwell or overworked, don't assume that you are mentally lazy, but simply fatigue. Get your body in better shape and exercise your mind full potential. And then the fourth one is avoid multitasking. Yeah, according to an article published by American Psychologists Association, multitasking can be slow down the brain. While we think we are multitasking to save time, it's sometimes a result of laziness, Since deeply thinking about each task seems too hard, doing two or at the same time, even at the expense of quality, become a more desirable option. But when you choose by to multitask, you throw away the chance of fully activating your brain on a particular role. So your mind get used to task automation, spreading minimal attention to numerous of activities, hence becoming lazy as a result. Okay, you can think about it. Yeah. Instead, instead of stunning to your friend emotion while they're narrating or talk to you a significant life incident, you are also checking out email on your phone or you make a phone. In this case, you are missing a chance of boosting your emotional intelligence, which demand deep thought into your friend issues, so you can understand. It happen a lot in different ways. You don't want to trouble yourself as you so you choose to be less attentive by multitasking. But if you avoid it, you can defeat laziness whenever it wants to take root in your mind. The fifth is refrain from escaping. Yeah, escapism is a tendency to seek diversion from bothersome realities. Yeah, you might being watch movie to keep yourself from thinking about a major life struggle. You might drown yourself in your office job to avoid working on your relationship. Maybe escaping is avoiding something you should be thinking about working on. You know that when you think about a problem in your life, you have to brainstorm solution for it, and that's tasking, so you avoid it. But as humans set up in an imperfect world, problems have to exist. These who avoid escape and face truth make it to their goals, and those who feed on escape end up doing nothing further, uh, fooling lazy thinking. You don't want that, of course. Yeah. So ditch the remains and start planning for the goal. Stop overreacting, and then find help to stop anxiety. Pause the over consuming of self slim content and move on to doing what you were going to do. Yeah, you have to escape the escape now. You have to escape and the escape now. Yeah. And then the sixth one is make small, manageable goals. And then, you know what? Mental laziness stems from the mind of perception that something is hard, right? Then trick it into thinking it isn't hard then. Easier said than done. You think? Yeah. Well, I will explain it further. See, your brain releases a chemical known as dopamine, right? Which makes you happy whenever you engage in a pleasurable activity. Yeah, this could be eating great food that you like, and then volunteering for your favorite cause. Maybe you can love your family and even accomplishing a goal. Think about it. How do you feel when you've done what you said you'll do? Amazing, you're right. Well, that's because your brain rewarded you with feel good chemicals. But while you know you'll feel good about finishing something, it's easy to only see the hardness of the task, especially if it's about accomplishing a big goal. So, you have to trick your brain by causing dopamine to your advantage what we I forgot the name of the psychologist. Yeah, break down your huge goal or task into micro ones, and since this will take you a short time to accomplish, it's easier to subdue mental laziness enough to reach a dopamine release. Yeah, of course. And then the seventh one, you have to focus on progress instead of perfect. Yeah, mental laziness shifts in when you try to justify your fear. You might succumb to doing nothing while you wait for certainty, enough resource, or the command, just the right amount of inspiration. Yeah, but while thinking lazily will make you feel good about distracting yourself while waiting for the perfect one. Yeah, the climax is usually frustration, guilt, shame, and all sort of bad feelings toward yourself. However, you can again take advantage of dopamine depending on progress instead of perfection to feel good. So, whenever you feel like settling for less mentally, choose to determine an imperfect but progressive solution to the problem that you're having. And then the eighth one is refer to your strength. Yeah, naturally, our minds like dealing with the familiar the easiest. That's why if you know you can dance but not a coach, you'll change to do dancing challenge instead of a coding challenge, right? Yeah. And then you can unlock your potential now. Get free access to a self growth area and achieve a fulfillment, success, control, and self level. Think about it. Next one is seek your kind of motivation. Yeah. What motivates you? Is it self help books, maybe? And then maybe inspirational video, or maybe your Al Quran, your family, a workout, the the tough of rewards. What usually makes you feel like I should do this thing I've been putting off for so long. Do that now. Yeah, according yeah, you can do what the thing that you left before and you didn't do now for until now. All motivation yields the same result in a different individual. So whenever motivates you brother might not motivate you to end mental laziness, you have to think about ways in which you were motivated in the past for you to determine how you can effectively motivate yourself today. And I get it. You might be frustrated then that you don't hold onto motivation for long. That you drop back to the new stubbornly ingrained lazy thinking a day after you feel motivated. Well, so do it now. The one thing that mental laziness harbor most in distraction. The mind can stay void, so the only thing to do so you don't go insane in occupy yourself with something else. But one powerful instant strategy you can use to subdue the laxity in your mind is by forcing consciousness to it. Yeah, observe what happening around you and in your head. Feel the taste of the food as you eat. Experience your environment fully as your senses awaken and your mind stay alert. It will be easier to battle the urge to not to do what you want should be doing. Okay, some people will have an question about what causes mental laziness. Yeah, laziness of the mind is caused by various psychological influences. They can be include fear. Yeah, you fear something will happen if you start thinking, so you choose not to until the situation is more favorable. It still worsens. And then lack of purpose. You don't have strong reason why you should do nothing. And then a biological issue. Yeah, if it's been happening for a while, you could be sick and it's affecting your mental health as well. Can be also depression, maybe. Yeah, this condition can manifest as sluggish thinking as well. And then the other question is, how do I know I am a mentally lazy? Maybe the symptoms of mental laziness. Well, how do you know that your mind doesn't want to think as it should? Here, some sign you are mentally inactive. One, you refuse to think about what you should be deeply thinking about. And then the second one, you depend on other people to provide solution you should be coming up with. And then the third one, you make excuse about situation you can think out of. And then you indulge in too much entertainment so you can numb the stuff you should be having. Intellectual laziness versus physical laziness. Yeah, while mental or intellectual laziness to be refusal to push your mind to work as it should be. Okay, guys, the conclusion is to overcome your mental laziness is one, contemplate your vision, and then re-strategize your long-term goals, and then practice a healthier lifestyle, avoid multitasking, and then refrain for escaping, make a small manageable goals, and then focus on progress instead of perfect. Nobody perfect. And then refer to your strength and then seek or your kind of motivation. Yeah. So I hope my video can motivate you to overcome your mental laziness, because yeah, sometimes I do that, yeah, the same like you, but uh, sampai sekarang pun I still practice how to overcome my mental laziness because it's a natural, but we have to progress, be a better one day by day. Okay. Okay, guys, I think that's a discussion, my opinion about mental laziness. Okay, guys, see ya in a next video. Bye.
Please subscribe.